You're about to witness a seismic event.
Daddy, can you put on Skitbags radio?
No, go to bed.
Okay, yeah, that's the promo.
Bing, bing, bing. Everybody, welcome to Fight Night at Fight Dub Stadium. We have two fighters at 5'0" and 100 in the blue corner. We have Albert the Warrior Morales. And in the red corner, we have a dark, weightless soul with no spirit, no boundaries, and no lines. It's Skitbags Radio! And that's right, yeah, let's welcome to Skitbags Radio. It's Fight Dub time, and we gonna knock you out with everybody in the room like your mama big booty hitting the toilet like boom. Get ready, this Dash Talk X Skitbags Radio every week coming to you with a hot peek. I'm Poppy Carlo, Mr. CD Enforcer on the Insta Jesus. And let's talk to everybody else in the crew that's up in here.
We got our girls over here to the left. No mics today, but they're here. Shout out to Casey and Gabby. Shaking.
What up?
Holla.
What's up? Hi, everyone.
There they are.
We're over here in the corner.
They've got their mics. And this is Thomas twisting knobs and pushing buttons over here. T McD on Instagram. Devin to my right.
Yo, what up? Sailor Dev. Hot damn, Carl. What a fucking entrance that was right there, man. You just went on like Speedy Gonzalez mode and just flowed, man.
That's
I
like
love
a verbal luge ride.
I love it. Yeah. I don't think you could have plugged Fight Up more, too, by the way. I love that. Thank you. That was awesome.
Fight Up Day.
As you know, Sailor Dev here, and I'm joined with our two esteemed guests in the studio today. We have my co-host of Fight Dub. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Bertrand Wang. Bert, what up?
Holla, what's up, boys and girls out there? The BJJ Daddy on the Instagrazzy. All right, what's up, guys? We're really stoked to be back here on the Dash Radio, bringing back the Fight Dub vibe, and with our special guest, Devin. It's our original guest.
Yo,
first.
This man, by the way, is our inaugural guest on the show. So we are thrilled to bring him to you guys in person up here at Dash Radio, promoting his upcoming championship victory, I should say. His upcoming victory. Is it too early to say that?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Albert the Warrior Morales!
How you guys doing, guys?
Warrior. What up, man?
Man, just ready to play, brother. That's all it is, bro. Honestly, dude, it feels like we're 2 weeks away. It feels like it's right around the corner, man. I can't wait. It's been 8 months since my last fight. So November 24th at the Forum, the legendary Forum, I'm going to be fighting. Hey, by the way, that was an intro from, Yo, Bruce Buffer, we gotta watch out, man. Golden Boy should hit you up for that intro because, I don't know, you make Dash Radio seem so dope and me so small, man. Like, you know what I mean? You were a star. It was really good, man. Thank you. It was dope, bro. That was an intro.
Well, you know, we've gotten pretty good at what we do around here. I like to think so myself.
Yeah. Bring Carl to your fights.
There you
Straight
go.
up, hey, walk out with me. Listen, you hype me up all the way through.
Right?
I'm down, bro. I'm so down.
Black Jesus hype man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Carl would come dressed in Jesus robes and have his followers, his disciples of Albert the Warrior.
Yeah, so, man, Mayweather came out with Justin Bieber. Let's go, bro. Man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you came out with Justin Bieber, you already lost.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You already lost.
Don't
make that face, Gabby.
She's a millennial. It hurts.
I know. The truth hurts.
That's like saying, coming out with Michael Jackson, you're a weenie. Like, that's what it's like to millennials.
I'm just disappointed in his tattoo choices.
I think so is
People
he.
make so much money and get like, you know, I feel it. It's for the
Shitty
culture.
tattoos.
Yeah, there's no excuse for shitty tattoos, guys.
It's called being a quadrillionaire and being 19.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
basically.
Shout out to a riffraff.
Riff-raff.
Fucking shittiest tattoo body ever. Fucking cartoon character shit. That is not gangster.
Riff Raff the rapper?
Yeah, dude.
You don't think cartoon tattoos are cool?
Man, I don't know, man. I can
Yeah.
get with one or two, but when it's like your whole body and then you standing there like you're a thug, I'm like, come on, dog, just read me a
Does he
tattoo.
have a SpongeBob?
He got like everything. He got like every cartoon. He just, everything on him is very just, I guess, kind of jovial and childish. Like the kind of thing that when you're 80, you look at him like, fuck.
For sure.
It's
Fuck.
seriously.
You know what I'm
What's
saying?
I thinking?
Yeah.
Is he still doing WWE? Riff Raff?
Was he doing WWE?
Yeah.
What a great WWE character.
That's why he's got all he's got all the tattoos. He's a character.
Because
Plays
Personality, absolutely.
Yeah. He's not a
I
rapper.
thought he's a rapper, right?
he's a rapper.
He's a rapper too.
He's a rapper.
I thought he was a rapper first.
He's a very
and then
smart
he
guy.
was-
That's what he is.
Yes,
He's a
he
rapper.
is. Yes, he is.
He's from. I think he's from Florida, by the way.
Oh, he's going to be rich forever.
He's
I tell
got
you
to be
that.
from Florida.
I'm pretty sure he's from like Lakeland or something. some Central Florida, bumfuck Egypt, white trash neighborhood, like
Yeah.
like where all my
He
friends
did
are
it,
from.
though. He did it. He's like Eminem, the trap version.
Yeah. If he's not from Florida, he's doing his best
It's
Florida
like
impression.
I don't like his music or anything like that, and that's what he originally started with. So you would expect someone like that to go, nowhere,
fall off,
but
right?
he's still here.
Yeah, he maintained.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank God his tattoo sense and his business sense are complete opposites.
Hey. I'm thinking, because I don't know what to do with this sleeve. I already know I'm going to look at myself when I'm 80 years old and be like, damn, that was dumb. Like you were saying, right?
Hey,
Like,
Riff Raff's gonna do that every single
But
day.
honestly, like I feel like all my tattoos, even my hands, right? This is crazy, but this is
Yeah.
my team and I'll be here forever.
Cause
Yeah.
a great stuff.
Flash that up to the camera. Show what we're talking about because there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make him say,
Bro, when you do your promo pics and you square up like that, those just are fucking sitting there eyeballing you, like
love
about
it,
to
man.
pounce. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a good spot for those.
Those are definitely tattoos you can stand by.
Yeah.
But I still, like, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. I consider myself a Super Saiyan. One character, one focus. I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But 27 characters.
I get you.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. But Dragon Ball Z, I'm a Dragon Ball Z guy. If it don't kill you, you come back stronger. It's just like as a fighter, you get beat down, you have it bad, you think, oh man, got this shit, and you go work and you come back better because of what you learned from that last fight. You learn some new shit from this guy. You learn some new stuff
you
from your
train,
coaches, and you
exactly.
come back harder.
I can tell you he likes Goku.
right?
Off the top, I can tell you he likes
Yeah.
Goku.
Yeah.
See, I like Vegeta.
Yeah.
I like that he gets beat down and just keeps coming back. He's got a rival. He's got someone he's trying to beat. I love him.
What's up with
He's
Piccolo,
complex,
man?
too.
Nobody
He's
hollering at
complex,
Piccolo
too.
over here?
Piccolo's there. Piccolo's there.
Everyone says that. Everyone's like, yeah, Piccolo's alright.
Yeah, Pickle's okay, you weirdo.
What you got?
What is that with the Piccolo guys? One out of every like 10 Goku fans is like Piccolo.
Piccolo. Well, he was the OG. He was around when nobody was around.
That's true.
Very true.
That is
He was-
very,
he
very
never
He
got
was
to-
kicking Goku's ass at the very beginning.
true.
Right? But he never got to ascend to all the later stuff.
Oh, well, he was kicking Goku's ass when Goku was like
Yo,
When
8.
Yeah.
Goku has
He's
been
like
around since like the 80s.
he was an
Cartoon's
8-year-old.
been around since the 80s. And
He's low-key like the guardian of the earth, though, because didn't he,
Yeah.
like with Dende at
the
the end
Earth?
of it? Yeah. So, like, that, he's the G, man.
Now, question: Isn't everybody that's like his friend on Dragon Ball Z basically an enemy that really wants to beat him, but they're only like his friend because
Everybody's
they're worse
jealous.
people?
They're
Like
all jealous.
Vegeta wants to kick his ass. Like as soon as we're done, I'm gonna fuck you up. Same shit. As soon as we're done, bitch, it's me and you. You know what I mean? Like all of them. You know what I mean? They're a bunch of stands.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
weird.
shit.
Yeah, low key. When you think about it, it's deep.
Vegeta's always too tired by the end of it. He's like, all right, next time.
All right, next up.
You're lucky.
Except when he sold his soul to the devil. That's when he became he was a beast, man.
Yeah.
Majin Vegeta.
So you got Dragon Ball Z for a TV show. You got any favorite like martial arts films or like actors or series? Like I know off air we were talking a little bit about some of your favorites, and oh god, what? I just forgot the name of it. The fucking
What is it?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Yeah.
Greatest movie of all time.
All time. Absolutely, baby.
Growing up, I wasn't really into martial arts movies like that. Like I know
That's not really a martial arts movie, too.
Exactly,
You
you
know,
know
it's
what I
like
mean?
you say.
but no, definitely not.
Yeah, it's
Compared to what you
martial
guys
arts.
are talking about,
Absolutely
man.
no compared to this. No.
Dude,
There's nobody got any
but
skills.
there
in it.
was fighting in that. There was fighting, so that, like
yeah,
I saw
there's
that
fighting.
stuff. But I didn't really. I still haven't seen the first Rocky. I'm a huge fan
What?
of it. I'm a huge fan of it.
Do you see other
I've
ones?
seen quotes, I've seen movies, I've seen clips of the old ones. I think it's a dope movie.
Have you seen like the new ones?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, none of the
None of
series.
the Rockies at all?
None of the
All
series.
right.
You gotta see. You need to see. You need
But
to
I
see
want
Rocky
to.
3 with Mr. T.
I was
Yeah.
going to say,
Yeah.
See Mr. T wild
One
the
and
fuck
three
out.
are the ones you guys.
Right.
everybody
One,
has a
three.
different answer to that question.
Because the
right?
one with Drago was the shit, and they're redoing that now with
personally,
Creed.
I would say start at Rocky 4,
Yeah.
4.
and then go to Rocky
4?
1.
Okay.
And then you can go from
Now
there.
you got to start with Rocky 1 and then go to 2. You got to go chronologically. If you're gonna go, you got to go
It
chronologically.
must be rational.
I think I gotta watch. I think I gotta watch the best one first, and then like, which will force me to like want to see the
rest.
The sequel.
Probably the first one is
Exactly.
the best one.
Like,
The
that's what
first.
happens, dude.
The first, because you got to take it like after the first, and now you kind of know like the theme. Like you know, oh, Rocky's like a part of culture. You'd be like, oh, what are you, Rocky in it? Like people know what you're talking about, like overcoming defeat or whatever.
Yeah.
But in the first one, you're like, oh, it's much more humble. The other ones are big, like Hollywoody, big,
Okay.
Yes.
and like on scale, and like you can see it, like you know,
Post Eye
even
of the
just like
Tiger.
the production value, just like. You know, they're shooting in like an epic space because Rocky's a celebrity now. And instead of like, oh, this is him in his apartment where he lives like dog shit and
he's
he's
eating
poor.
fucking raw
And, like,
eggs and
it's
shit.
kind of a sad life. You know?
Watch that one.
It's quite the progression, really. Rocky starts out as nobody, and then by
Absolutely.
the fourth one, he defeats communism single-handedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even beat anybody in the first
Punches
one.
his way through communism.
He has that beautiful. I believe that people can change.
Yeah, that's all he
Rocky
gets. He gets a
is-
speech.
Rocky is so successful, they made a musical about it. Rocky the
nuts,
musical
dude.
was a
That's
thing.
crazy.
That is the funniest thing
That's
I've ever
awesome.
heard in my life.
That's sick, dude. That movie was like,
yeah, Rocky,
Nuts.
Rocky.
I like it. I'm from Philly.
That's
I'm loving
nice.
it.
that's dope.
They will make
I'd
a
like to see
musical
that.
out of a fucking ham sandwich.
They just
I made Spider-Man the
They
musical
don't
too.
give a shit.
Are you a Mike Tyson guy? You know Mike Tyson's kind of story, kind of? Okay, well, Rocky was pretty much if Mike Tyson was a more successful, continuous person, because he had the customato thing with the old guy, the crusty guy that took in this young guy. He told him he's a piece of shit his whole life, but he really loved him.
Meredith
made him
Burgess.
tougher, made him bad. Everybody else is on his dick. He's like, I know you fucking suck. You know what I mean? Get out there,
You
take
can't
it.
even cut
Stop
chicken
crying, you baby. You know. Then the guy dies on him. You know. Then the customato dies on him, and it kind of throws him off. You know. Mickey has his problems. Die, you know. And
He loses Mickey. That's the touching. When
Is Mickey in the fourth one?
no,
Or
he
is
dies. He dies. He dies in
second, third
3,
one,
right?
second, third one.
He dies in
Second,
3,
third
yeah.
one or something
And
like that.
and he has that touching.
acting brilliance.
That's sly crying.
I gotta say though, I mean, if we talk about, but that's a great boxing franchise, probably the greatest series of collective boxing movies made. I mean, there's other good ones, but they're kind of like standalones.
Right? As someone from
But-
Philly. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yo, I got something.
Right? As someone from Philly, there's a statue of Rocky in the fucking stairs where he runs up.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, we had him at the top, and they just moved it down to the bottom. But the movie series is so good. He's a real person. I'm sorry.
I'm like, it's a movie, guys.
Do you consider boxing a martial arts movie? Like, would you put Rocky in the martial arts movie?
Fighting movie, maybe. But I don't know about martial arts
Yeah,
per se.
just kind of as the pugilist specialist, the guy that comes in and he's like the boxer guy, kind of like Balrog in
fighting.
the old Street Fighter game, you know.
So boxing isn't a martial art.
Oh, you want a boxing movie? Is that your favorite one?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, well.
Oh no, boxing and no, don't try to put words in my mouth now.
I'm just saying. So, like, is boxing a martial art?
Of course.
So,
that
so,
definition.
so is Rocky?
I think-
How is Rocky not a
nah.
martial art movie?
I don't know. Does martial arts, I guess technically you are able to strike with the entire body.
Wait, I know why
right?
it's not. I know why it's not. Because Rocky probably didn't box a day in his life. Sylvester Stallone didn't box a day in his life. But if he was a legitimate boxer, they made like a boxing movie where he would slip punches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why nobody's done that.
Well, I think it's a lot about the terminology and the words used, like the difference between martial art or boxing. When you say boxing, people are like, oh, the sport of boxing. Boxing is a sport. They don't think of boxing and martial art attached. Whereas you think like any like Eastern style, you would categorize it as martial arts. Taekwondo, jiu-jitsu.
That's right. Yeah.
Kickboxing even over there, but like I don't know what it is. I think it's more about the way it's approached, whereas like you train for boxing where you can do martial arts elegantly and like disciplined and not ever have to utilize them or make contact, whereas like boxing, like you hit bags and stuff, but it's still like if it makes sense,
Boxing's
it's more
still elegant, though.
it's still elegant, but it's not. It's more. I feel like it's more of a rigorous activity sport, whereas martial arts, you can accomplish the same amount of power without so much output and energy.
Yeah.
Think about it. You got gloves on, so you have to punch through the power of those soft cushions to inflict damage. So you're doing like like it's more muscle and cardio driven, whereas like technique drives the others.
Yeah. I mean, for me, the difference is you can't kick anybody in boxing. You're like all other martial arts, you can use your hands and feet. You can use everything on somebody. In almost every other martial art, there's no, you can't kick me, bro. Like, there's nothing like that in MMA. You know what I mean?
You can bite people's ears in boxing.
You can hit them with anything. You know what I'm saying? But boxing is like you're constrained by the rules where you're only allowed to use half your body, and your legs are more of just a vehicle to get you around and keep you up.
Well, you could say the same thing about Greco-Roman style wrestling because they're only allowed to grapple, aren't they?
Right? Only up top, too, like from a...
So you can't hook with your legs in Greco-Roman wrestling? No?
Only top, yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shut me up and call me shit. Well, that's not a martial art.
I don't know.
Greco-Roman wrestling is on the border
What is the fighter thing?
Fucking gay porno.
What is the fighter thing here?
What's the fighter thing?
Yeah. So I think all of them are martial arts.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a classification. You know, they're all just
fighting.
You're fighting.
So anything combat related?
Yeah, exactly. Anything because if you were to take the sport out of any of those that's what they become, martial arts. Because like if two guys are like, let's just talk about like back in the day, like if there was tribes, if this tribe would do Muay Thai, this tribe would do boxing, they'd meet up in the middle, they'd fight. They'd fight style versus style. That's that martial art. So same thing, like if this tribe only used their hands because they felt that was what they had to do, they created their own technique, rotating all that stuff. These guys over here like to kick because they figured the limbs are longer. I'd stay away and kick you away. They went out there and fought. That was martial arts. So,
that's a good way to put it. Never really thought of it that way. When you go way back and think like each village has their own individual style.
And take the glove, take anything off. It's still boxing.
Very true.
The dictionary defines martial arts as any of several arts or combat of self-defense, such as karate and judo, that are widely practiced as a sport.
Okay, so boxing.
Everything pretty much is a martial art, for sure.
Bam.
I think Bruce Lee would agree, yes.
Thumb wrestling, arm wrestling.
Yeah.
That windmill thing black girls do? That windmill thing? That's martial arts.
That's a variation of drunken boxing, I think.
That's hilarious. Hey, have you guys seen that the no glove boxing? What is bare knuckle boxing?
Oh yeah.
They got that
That's
like
vicious.
in real life. They got it now.
It just went down last. I want to say Saturday.
In North America?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Actually,
how is that sanctioned?
Yeah, who's in
Who
it?
is allowing that?
Yeah, that's right. Johnny Hendricks was in that, and who else?
Johnny Hendricks was in that. Ex-UFC fighters are fighting in it.
Wasn't it Phil Baroni? Wasn't Phil Baroni was in it?
I don't know who else.
Sounds brutal.
Yeah, dude. And there's rules.
We're so crazy.
Yeah,
there's less rules.
Less. Well, no. There's actually more.
Are they just have wraps?
Yeah, they have like wrist wraps. The only thing that because they start off literally like right here, like we're gonna punch each other, right?
Yeah,
like
in the
right
face.
off the top.
Right top.
It's in a square circle, so it's like it's in a ring, and then there's a circle in the ring. I think. I don't know the purpose of that, but that's what they're in. They're allowed to clinch. That's one thing. They're allowed to clinch with one arm, but they have to strike with this guy if they're in the clinch. So they're allowed to.
Oh my God!
Like a hockey kind of thing.
They're allowed to do like Takayama Tan Fry style.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how long do these fights last? 30 seconds?
No. They actually. Well, you don't have to get into that clinch part,
Okay.
right? Like as soon as the fight goes in, like you
I
take
thought that was the standard.
You get your space.
I think
go
you
to
can
work.
get your space, and then you can start working. So I think, and it's boxing. So a lot of boxers are actually transitioning, and they're actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'd love to see Floyd do that.
Oh yeah, that'll
His
never happen.
hands would
His hands are too
crumble.
soft.
Yeah, that defensive thing in that one. I don't know.
How about him just pulled out of that fucking Japanese guy? He
Oh
fight
yeah,
with that
the
Japanese.
tension fight. Yeah,
He pulled out of that?
yeah, he did.
Oh,
He's like,
within like
he goes,
48 hours.
They misled me. It was supposed to
Smart
be a
man.
promotional fight.
Hey, is Pacquiao back?
Yeah.
Y'all think he's worthwhile or eh?
Yeah.
Tension's small too. Tension's like 125 pounds.
Give Pacquiao
Yeah, but he was
some
going to
cheek.
kick. He was also going to kick Floyd in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was an MMA fight. It wasn't a boxing fight. I was like, I saw that on the card. I go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who
And
did
Tension also
this?
has a 4-0 MMA record.
No, he's a young up and
he
coming
was
guy.
And he's nasty. You see that highlight reel of that crazy Kyokushin style wheel kick where he knocked that fool out? That was crazy.
I like I like seeing that stuff, man. And that guy is a horrible matchup for Floyd because that guy's just gonna come flying at Floyd, and
He's gonna be faster than Floyd. You gotta
no,
think.
man. I thought they were gonna give Floyd a Muay Thai guy. Muay Thai guy would have been a lot better for Floyd. And I think Floyd, this is why I want Floyd to fight, because the same thing where they say boxing isn't a martial art, like it is. And if he goes in there and outboxes somebody in an MMA fight. MMA fight. So this guy has all his tools. He can do whatever the heck he wants. But I still think the footwork in boxing and precision in boxing is like it's dope, man. A lot of good, like right now every champion has wrestling and they have boxing as their striking for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for like Max Holloway and stuff like that, but he's about to lose to Brian Ortega, and Brian is a boxer, so.
Yeah, that was a big shift for the girls when Ronda Rousey was doing her thing, and then old girl came along, was a good striker, knocked her ass down like she wasn't shit, you know what I'm saying? And she couldn't do nothing. She just
That's
didn't have the
next
boxing
level
game
stuff.
right.
You see next
know?
level stuff like the style bender when he made Derek Brunson look silly in that last UFC.
Yeah, Stylebender's something special.
Yeah, he is.
What? Did you guys see last night's card?
Yes.
Oh man, I didn't see it. So I saw who won. I was fucking working, man. I had deadlines. I had to edit shit. I'm sorry, but my boy Cowboy, I heard he came through in the first round.
Yes,
he did.
Right
First round
That was a
armbar.
sick fight.
I saw that highlight. I saw that on YouTube. What else happened? Because shout out Cowboy. I just love him.
Yes.
Yeah, Cowboys.
You gotta love Cowboy.
Cowboys my probably, man, I got so many favorite fighters. My favorite, hands down, is Anderson Silva. Second is probably Cowboy, because that guy fights anytime.
He's ready
Yes.
to go. Ready to go.
Always.
He's a real fighter, and he does like all this crazy like stuff that I'm scared to do. Like he goes wakeboarding and freaking like,
Bro.
Yeah, he does that whole extreme shit.
He's a
fighter,
real
bro.
gnarly motherfucker.
Yeah.
he's a
He's a
family
real dude.
He's
Yeah.
a dope guy, man. He's a dope fighter.
Now
He's
he's got a baby. Yeah, exactly.
He's an inspiration, man.
He's got a gym here.
Yeah, and he won by an armbar. That's dope as hell. There was a lot of drama between that fight.
Because of what happened
with the camps, with
the
the
camp and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some MMA nerd stuff right there. But you know, I don't know. I didn't get too much into it. I think I listened to like both sides tell their story like a couple weeks ago when it was all flourishing, and I was like, guys, this sounds like just like drama. Like this sounds like, what are we like fucking in the fucking girls' bathroom or something? What's going on here? Like
Straight up, that's facts, bro.
So I'm like, all right, I'm glad that like, okay, the fight's done, it's over, like it's settled, like whatever. I mean, people will still be pissed, but people get so, and I've heard other hosts and like commentators talk about this, about people getting emotional in the sport, which makes sense because it is all consuming, and it's like your reputation, it's your wins, your losses, you know, all that kind of stuff. Your livelihood is built on it. But still, at the end of the day, like, it's hard for me to be like, you're rapping, you get punched in the face. How do you take it so sensitive for this other bullshit that's not that big a deal?
Facts.
Like, I'm in the entertainment business, and I'll take any of this shit that seriously. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to use the drama to sell the fight now. I mean,
That's
kind of, you know,
This is one of the questions.
That's the unfortunate kind of turn that UFC's kind of turned there, right?
I was going to ask you exactly
McGregor,
about this. Is what do you think? What's your opinion on entertainment into MMA now? Because there's a lot of selling the fights, and like, you know, Conor's a good example.
It's
but
more sports entertainment now for sure.
you know, we talked about
I mean,
this.
that's all Floyd is. Also.
Well, we talked about this on Fight Dub, and one of my main examples in the differences of this is the difference between like Conor and Nate. Like, Conor is a showman on purpose, and he is also a great fighter.
Yeah, like you said,
But-
Nate's the show.
But
exactly,
Nate does not give a fuck whether he is a showman or not. That's just who he
him.
is, and it naturally comes out. And I think that's what Conor kind of is too. Conor would kind of be flexing and talking. He'd be a showman in the gym if he wasn't popular, anyways. But it's like the differences of attitude, in like where Conor's intentionally trying to build it up, and Nate is just like, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna do it, and that naturally builds it up. Where do you see like more fighters? Where do you draw that line of like how to sell tickets versus focus on the fight? Like, how's that balance going? Because it seems like it's coming, like there's a bunch of different shit coming from all angles now at this sport.
You can kind of tell exactly like how like what you're talking about. The thing, it's out there, man. Like, people want to see all the drama, because like, especially like the kind of age we're living in, everybody cares about social media and how you're freaking portraying yourself and stuff like that. It's all about views and stuff. So you can tell like there's fighters that are trying to, like, I feel like Conor, like you said, he's gonna be like that person wherever the heck he is. His coaches talk about that too. But I think eventually he did lose himself somewhere down the line. I think that cart thing that wasn't the original Conor.
Well, for sure. Lost
Exactly. Like, you make that kind of money, like fighting's a humble.
No judgment.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like fighting, you have to be hungry to freaking like get to that championship level, and then staying there. That's the hard part. Like you can get the championship. That's not that hard. Well, that's what they say. It's still hard, but it's not the hard part. The hard part is to remain the champ because everybody's coming at you 10 times harder.
Yeah.
And see, like Conor, for a second had me, man, thinking like he's like the dopest dude. If you really think about it, the guy never defended the belt once. He can't say he's the greatest of all time. He made the most money for sure.
Yeah. By greatest talker, for sure.
But
mental warfare, all that. Yeah.
And he could have been great, bro. His left hand, like he's a smart fighter, bro. He's a very good fighter.
He lost his last three fights?
Yeah.
One of them was Floyd, though, right?
Yeah, one of them was Floyd.
Still a fight, bro. Still a fight.
True.
And I don't think he looked that good. I don't think Floyd. I think Floyd played with him till it was done.
Yes.
I
What you
mean,
dude, he was just being nice.
he got a couple good shots in the first couple rounds, like two
Yeah, and
rounds,
that was it.
maybe 3
was
rounds.
it.
He got a couple of those jabs and like a hook or something like
It was
3
all the
good
first
ones.
rounds
Yeah,
for
I wouldn't
him.
even say
But
Floyd was letting him hit
after
him like
that-
Floyd. I've never seen Floyd so open to punches in my life, where he was just kind of standing there like this dude. He go ahead, hit me, pussy. You know what I mean? Like
That's
he kind
kinda
of treated him like that to an extent, because it was like usually he's just dipping and running all over the place. You know?
That thing was the biggest, most expensive waste of fucking money for all the consumers out there. Like, it was just a big show. It was an act. Like, you could tell after the fight in
that's what they
their
paid for.
ring
Yeah.
that it was all for show.
That's like a good example of what we were talking about, the freaking hype, right?
Yeah.
The freaking everybody wants to watch. But then I think Cowboy thing, right? I feel like they try to get so involved. They try, like, everybody's trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and then they put it all out there. I don't think Cowboy's into that kind of social media. Like, he cares about what
I don't
people
think he gives a shit about that,
He
yeah.
doesn't, bro. All he wants to do is just be at home. I thought he was going to retire last night. Honestly, I would have loved to see that, like him retire in his hometown, like with.
He
That's
just broke
true,
that record,
man.
though. He's got the most wins in UFC.
Most
history, right?
appearances in
Most-
UFC
it's crazy.
history
Yeah.
and the most wins in UFC history.
That's
Consistent.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought that would have been a great time to leave, but I guess he's not done. And I think he'll leave when he's ready to leave, because he's got good people.
Nah,
around
bro,
him.
did you see him in the fucking octagon on his in the ring after his fight? He's like, oh, I'm just so thankful, and he's like, what's up next for you? He's like, oh, I'm going to the top, baby, Khabib, I'm coming for you. And I was like, oh shit,
Crazy.
let's do it.
Yeah, he talked about going back down to 155.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Let him get his last run in, bro. He's like
I think I think he's running so much on fumes to cut weight at 155 that
Yeah, he's so much better at 170.
he's small at 170, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone's
very
huge.
true.
But you know
Darren
what?
Till is
He only lost
170.
it. Darren Till is a giant.
Humongous. Yeah, exactly.
Darren Till
He's
has
a giant.
never made 170 ever.
He made it for the Cerrone fight.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, and he made it for Woodley also.
Yeah, those were the two: the title fight, and then but then everywhere else, like, dude, he was over like 4 pounds once.
Yeah.
Like, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
And after he lost to Woodley, he's moving up to 180.
Yeah,
That's how big.
yeah, that's
he is.
smart to hear. They're talking about him versus Stylebender. That would be a sick
That'd
fight.
be cool. That would be a great
That
fight.
would be a sick fight.
That would be a great freaking
Oh,
fight,
yeah.
because they're gonna stand up.
They're going to stand up and
But I
try to
think-
kill each other. Yeah.
That'd be a good fight.
That's a nasty fight.
So I've been rolling around with the idea of this, and I want to know what you guys think and what y'all's opinion is. Instead of having all this blurred lines of, media and entertainment versus martial arts and actual combat and sport and rankings and, the actual technique of it, why don't we just split off and do 2 leagues and do roided out,
Yes.
unregulated entertainment
Go crazy.
fucking league, and
Destroy your
then
body.
pure clean, disciplined, very official, almost tournament style if you want, instead of all these matchups that are paired. So it's very clear, who's ranked
Yes.
and who's doing what,
Yes.
and almost like a bracket system or something.
You could have human, metahuman, and then you could have a human versus metahuman super fight. Like a roided to the max
Champion
person
versus
against
champ.
like a regular person who just trains a lot.
I mean, but from a practicality standpoint, obviously people are going to watch the one built for entertainment, but then people will watch the other one. But do you think the sport as a whole would suffer because you kind of make like a caricature of it, like a WWE,
No.
like you're making it
It'll
too
be different.
WWE?
It'll be separate.
It's kind of suffering now, don't you think? UFC's already the credibility is already kind of suffering from true fight fans.
It's making more money than it's ever made, though.
That's true. And that's what it's about for them, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the UFC's. They're definitely like I'm not gonna say anything about UFC. I love UFC. But you know, they are a big part of like the growth of MMA because MMA is a lot bigger. It's like now it's like, of course, like obviously the UFC is the big thing, but there's so many other outlets, and that's because of the UFC blowing up the way it is.
Yes,
it might like however you feel about the UFC is how you feel, but MMA right now is huge. There's
huge.
There's
parents. They did the whole one deal too.
Right? Yeah, exactly. There's just so many things, dude. Like, but like I'm talking about like kids' parents. They're training their kids at like 5 years old to be professional MMA fighters now. I see it all the time. I teach at UFC gyms. I've taught at Elite Training Center, and there's people like people want fighters crazy. As kids now. Yeah, as kids are training at a young age. So now it's not so much fighting. It's kind of going towards where, like you guys were saying, a sport. Yeah. People are seeing it kind of like boxing now, where it's like it's taking over boxing, where people are like, yo, we want our kids to be
look out, soccer moms. It's a whole new thing coming now.
MMA moms.
How about
seriously, dude, I'm looking
less fucking brain damage than football and fucking boxing. Like that's the thing. You get choked out, nothing happens. You know, you get fucking roll around with somebody and get submitted. Not really. I mean, barely. But like you get punched in the head with gloves, or you spar, even with a helmet, or like you're constantly knocking in to people with helmets on as a kid when your brain is growing. Like, well, it's way fucking different.
If there's less brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries in the league, then it sounds like the steroid league is a bad idea.
Those are for grown adults.
That's what I wanted to say.
And aren't a lot of the steroids illegal federally, so it couldn't legally be a league in the United States anyway?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just said
technically, there's a lot of there's some things that aren't illegal, right? That you can take that are still illegal in the NFL, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of other supplements.
That's what the league should be of. Like if we did have like a league,
just no illegal supplements.
Yeah, exactly. Like because some of the like Anderson Silva's like not those guys are still fighting.
Dick
but I mean,
pills.
like any like guys like the guys who are on my card, like Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell, like those guys, like dude. Those guys have taken damage, bro. Like I've been in the game for almost almost 8 years now, I think.
Man, 8 years now?
And no, I doubt that. I'm tripping. My daughter, it's been 6 years.
6? Okay.
Yeah, 6 years. And I feel a lot of like, dude, my knees are messed up, my hands messed up, dude. Like I've suffered 3 injuries this camp. Never pulled out, by the way, right? I'm still here.
Right.
Yeah, so I can't imagine what they've gone through, dude. And they went through a time when they were developing the rules. Yeah. So that's like there's so many things, bro. So their bodies are beat up, and there's like growth hormones or what. I don't know anything about that stuff because I don't know, but I know that there's.
Oh yeah, Lesnar is juiced up.
Oh,
that guy's nuts.
Are you kidding me?
That guy's like obviously that guy shouldn't be able to fight.
He's been juicing
probably 10 or 20
so
years.
old,
he can only pretend to do it now.
Yeah.
Well, I think, and also like there's a difference a lot of times in these leagues. They should allow these different things for recovery. Yeah. Like for after camp or after a fight, like you should be able to take whatever fucking steroid or whatever you need to like benefit your health and help recover from an injury or whatever. I mean, granted, it might enhance your performance or whatever, but like you said, there's wear and tear on the body that just happens from longevity.
There should be a limit, and like you were saying, the ones that I didn't even know that they were federally banned or anything like that. I just thought, I can't take them. I don't take them. You know what I mean?
No, there's some that are federally banned. Like if you get caught with them, you'll go to jail, kind of thing.
That's nuts.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're like DECA and shit
like
that.
Like the FBI's on you if you're selling those things.
If you got some hardcore HGH, you're gonna do some time.
Yeah.
But
really? Oh.
I take green vitamins. And stuff.
So I think we're on to the next thing now. I think we have to we have cybernetic replacement parts for people, and we'll have like a cybernetic fight league.
That'll be a part of the other league.
Yeah.
I'd watch them.
Don't they use stem cells now to help people?
Oh, do stem
recover?
cells? I hear stem cell stories which are crazy. People are injured, get a stem cell injection.
Go talk to Mel Gibson, man.
It's honestly miraculous, and it's a shame that we can't do anything.
That's the stupid part. Yeah, you got to go to a different fucking country.
Yeah, it would help so many people, and it would make my knees feel a little bit better when I'm on the treadmill. So,
yeah.
Why don't we?
Have you ever had a cortisone shot?
Yes, I have. Those things are great.
Are they? I've never like.
That's just a painkiller, though. That's just
Dude,
you know,
I
your
had a
body's still
pinched
tearing
nerve.
itself up.
Bro,
I mean, you can't just go right back into it after the shot. You gotta
dude, I had
let
a
yourself heal.
pinched nerve. This
But it
bro.
does make things better.
They were telling me to go get a cortisone shot, but I always thought they were illegal.
It's basically a painkiller. Yeah.
So like when I hurt my knee the first time, when I first turned my my meniscus, they were telling me go get a cortisone shot, but I always thought like anything that I thought I couldn't do anything. Like as soon as USADA came in, I thought
You're like,
nothing. Yeah,
Cortisone's
USADA. They're like it's legal, bro. Don't trip. Like nah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't take supplements, bro. I only take supplements that my manager gets me because I know that my manager is going to take care of me.
Right.
So.
Cortisone, that's
smart.
just like anti-inflammatory.
I know. I hear it's
exactly.
like no, there's nothing wrong with it. So, but I was actually thinking about doing it for my pinched nerve or something because it's anti-inflammatory, right?
Yeah.
So that was the whole thing, dude. I couldn't get up. I was like in bed for like a whole week.
Yeah,
Lots of
those
other things are
nerves.
anti-inflammatory too.
What are? Oh,
That's the only way I survived.
But yeah, pinched nerves have ended a lot of football players' careers. Shannon Sharp, his brother Sterling Sharp was a great wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers back in the day. Monster
right.
kid,
Okay.
all muscle,
Yeah.
badass. TO before TO. He played a few years, and then one day he's just gone. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? He had like a pinched nerve in his neck or something.
Damn.
Done.
Bro, it's no joke,
Yeah.
bro. I've heard, I got a pinched nerve. I felt that, I felt that this camp, man. It was pain.
Yeah.
So you got a couple injuries in this camp, and we got to talk about this fight coming up.
That's right.
Because
22nd, baby.
22nd.
Oh no, 24th, right? 24th, 22nd is Thanksgiving Day. 24th, Saturday the 24th.
Awesome.
I get
All
it.
right.
gonna be there.
Well, we were talking about the camp, and you told us today that you had some change-ups regarding your fight. So you maybe have prepared for a camp, and then now do you have to adjust your strategy, or what are you thinking, or like how was your journey? First of all, how long was the camp? Let's start there.
I got dude. I've been in an 8th month camp. To be honest with you guys, my last fight was in March, I think March or February. I don't know where. It was one of those two, but I lost, and then I got released from the UFC. So after I lost, I knew I was going to lose. But there's a whole lot of things that happened at camp that are going to be in my book when it comes out. Like,
Right.
There you go.
you know what I mean? Not anytime soon, but after I lost that fight, I was immediately thinking, all right, I'm gonna get released. I need to get out of here, get a fight as soon as possible, and just get back to the UFC by the end of the year. That was my goal. Like my vision was like I have to go cut off the heads of all the other champions, bring them to Dana and be like, yo, here you go, homie. Like I got all the belts, and I'll bring me back. So that's what I was thinking. It didn't go that way. I couldn't get a fight. There was I got turned down a bunch of times. I wasn't officially allowed to announce that I was released from the UFC until like May.
Really?
Yeah. So I wasn't allowed to fight, and so that was that chunk of time nobody was scared. So that time I wasn't allowed to say anything at that moment.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break up with you, but don't say anything to my mom until May, okay?
UFC contracts.
Yeah, it kind of sucked, bro.
Yes.
But it is what it is. They probably forgot. I still got. It's funny because before they announced it, because I wanted to know when I can announce it because I want to tell people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wanted to change my Instagram tag, but Instagram won't let me change it for some reason because I have a blue check mark.
Oh, because it's verified. Yeah.
They're like, yo, you can't change your name.
Yeah, you're
so you
stuck
want me
now,
to
yeah.
lose all my followers? Well, hopefully they love me for real and they'll follow me back. Right?
What is your Instagram, by the way?
Warrior135 UFC. But I'll be back. You know what I mean? So I'm not really tripping. It's just kind of weird that I got to fight for other promotions. Like, after this card, hopefully I get to, even for this card, right? But I get to fight for the Bellator card it's going to be at the Forum again in January.
Sweet.
So hopefully I can
Nice.
get on that. But, when they tag me, they're going to have to tag UFC. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to tell them, yo, don't worry about tagging me. Like, just leave me out. I'll do all that stuff. But, I forgot what were we even saying.
Your camp. I was just saying how long it took. How'd you get in? Yeah. How did this fight come about? So you're on this hiatus, and now they don't tell you can release your press.
Yeah, then they release before I get released. I mean, before I could even announce it, they announce it. So I get a message from one of my fans to be, oh man,
that's
dude.
so courteous.
Yeah. I was like, damn,
Right?
but
I know, right?
Dude, I got some legit like people from all over the world, bro. Then they message me and they DM me, and they're freaking awesome, bro. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, so I get released, and then after that, I'm telling my manager, all right, cool, it doesn't matter. Let's get back. Let's get back. Like, where's the fights? Nobody. Cards were full, because people try to like plan ahead. So I'm waiting for a short notice fight, and nothing's happening. So I'm getting discouraged. Like, there's like I'll take like a week off because I'm grinding. I'm training hard, dude. My body, like, just because I don't have a fight doesn't mean your body doesn't get wear and tear, man. So I'm getting tired. I'm training every day. Then I'm getting discouraged. Finally, like, I get like promotions that are looking for fights, looking for fighters, and they would love to have me on the show. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're trying. Nobody's accepting fights. Kind of bigger, higher weight class, a little bit of money, like, a whole bunch of nonsense, man. But like, there was a couple of times where we actually had opponents, and then they pulled out weeks into the freaking thing. So I that's the biggest problem, man. It's just fighting fights. So yeah, man. And now we're going, man.
So this is Golden Boy MMA's first card.
Yes, sir.
All right. And we got to give a shout out Golden Boy Radio here on Dash. Check them out over there. Yeah. But how is it being at the Forum? Have you fought at the Forum before?
Never.
Ooh.
That's pretty sweet.
Fun.
It's awesome, bro. I'm excited.
And now so it's kind of like you're a free agent. It's actually kind of interesting because like you can do Golden Boy, so you can do Bellator. I mean, you can kind of do whatever is best for you.
I thought about that.
Have you? He's kind of like the Don King, isn't he? Oscar, the Golden Boy, isn't he kind of Don King? Is he like the new Don King?
I'm not sure what he's doing now.
Yeah, trying. I don't know what's going down. I don't know if he wants to continue to do, the whole MMA thing. I'm not sure, man, because Canelo just made that big deal. So why would you need anything else other than that? But I don't know, man. It's gonna be dope, bro. Like I hope it continues, dude. So far, it's been good. I had an opponent pulled out, and they found me one immediately. So on that case, shout out to Mel, the matchmaker over there, for making that happen and keeping my fight up. So as right now, it's good, man.
Hey.
Who would you like to fight anytime and throughout history, fighter or non-fighter? Living or dead?
You can't say non-fighter.
Yeah,
literally anybody in history.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a
fightable people, I guess.
It's a fight up question.
My fourth grade teacher. No. So you want martial art related?
I mean, you can do whoever, man.
You want, man.
Like some people are like, I'm gonna fight Hitler. All right, good
exactly,
choice.
yeah.
Common choice, but good choice.
Is there like a dream warrior, maybe? Someone like, yeah, man, I'd really love to have been able to fight such and such,
Right now, like immediate, like right now, if I could fight anybody right now, it'd be this dude named Thomas Almeida. He gave me my first loss.
Almeida? Uh-huh.
Yeah, but of all time.
Is that your first UFC fight?
You know what? Yeah, no, my second.
Second?
Yeah. I always hated. Did you ever watch
Yeah, who is it?
Space Jam?
Somebody from
That
Space Jam.
big fat freaking bad guy, the one
Newman?
with
Oh no, the cartoon
what's his
dude?
name? Yeah, the cartoon dude. Fucking
Big something.
He was
Danny DeVito's voice.
Exactly, he was Danny DeVito, but he was the Monstars.
He was one of the Monstars?
The owner. No.
Oh,
he was the owner.
he was the bad guy alien with the cigar in his mouth.
Exactly, dude. He drove me crazy, bro. I don't know why, man. He was ugly. He was mean. I just wanted to sock him in his face.
All right, Warner Brothers.
Wow.
We got the pitch for you. It's called Space Jam 2, starring Albert the Warrior Morales,
And LeBron James.
and it's MMA instead of basketball.
Right.
Space
That
Jam
would-
2 is already coming.
Yeah, with
This is-
LeBron.
This has to be Space Jam 3.
Oh my God.
Really?
They could throw me in
This will
there.
be Space Jam 3, The Space Slam.
Oh, well, actually,
Spacing.
actually, this one isn't Space Jam 2. It's just going to be Space Jam, but with LeBron James.
Oh, so he's gonna put the
So
same
that's a
character?
green light now.
It's a reboot.
It's a remix.
That's gonna be whack.
Is it the same
How
premise?
dare they?
They can't do it the same. LeBron's not playing baseball.
It's true. They can't do it the same.
They can't. That doesn't make any sense.
It's gonna be like him switching from Cleveland and coming to LA.
Guys,
and
they
the
do
Looney
all
Tunes
kinds of things in
capture him.
Hollywood that don't make sense.
I think he's gonna in the movie. He's gonna retire and become an actor.
Also, it's gonna tie into his
so
real
it's gonna
life.
Instead of baseball, he's acting.
Totally.
so-
No, it's LeBron. He's in LA. That's why he came to LA for sure.
Oh, that's horrible.
Did he write this himself?
I don't know if that's really what it's going to be about, but it's a good
sounds
guess.
like
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll probably see it in theaters.
That's
Oh, I can't believe you said that on the radio.
You will?
Of course I will.
Oh man.
Let's not pretend here, guys.
Oh,
This is Space Jam. We're talking about.
Only if they bring
It's
back
not
R. Kelly,
Space
man.
Jam. It's not.
It's not Space Jam without R. Kelly.
Damn.
True.
and you know he's not coming back. That fool's not
He's
coming
not
back.
coming back.
Yeah, I don't
Nobody's
think,
allowing him within 200 yards of children.
I believe
yeah.
I Can Fly will not be on the next soundtrack. Definitely not. Unfortunately. Honestly, one of the better soundtracks that's out there. Space Jam.
You know what else they're doing? Like,
Enough with the Space Jam accolades, for Christ's sake.
I would love to see a reboot. And I know they're in the talks of another Rush Hour. So we were thinking
I saw
about
that.
Jackie Chan and some martial arts. You know what? They've just announced they're doing Bad Boys 3.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence announced that.
It's coming out. I love it, man.
I think it's dope, man. And especially like Creed. Like Creed, was supposed to be fucking amazing. The new one that's coming out right
How
now.
old is Sly?
with-
Does anybody know how old Sly is? He's got to be 60 or 70. Right?
No, more than that. He's in his
He's like
70s.
in his 70s, right?
Yeah, dude, and he is shredded. All the roids. We're talking about roids. That
Roids
man
and-
is living off of mainline of
I'm
roids
sure
and
he's getting
fucking
stem cells up the ass.
fucking bear meat.
Right.
Like, yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sylvester though, man, killing it, killing the game, whatever. At least he didn't try to become governor.
There's another Rambo coming too.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about
That
this.
last Rambo was not bad. I gotta tell you, as far as action movies go, that one that they made about him going to Burma, right? It was Myanmar or Burma or
Something like
there.
that. And he
Yeah.
punches the guy and his head explodes. That
Oh,
one.
what?
Oh, or he goes like this.
Did he do that? Did he punch someone's head?
I think that
Yo,
was,
what movie did you say earlier?
Oh no!
was-
That's right. He ripped someone's fucking. He cuts
In the new
Last
rap.
Rambo was insane. But this one's going to be like a reboot also.
Okay.
Like it's
what about
gonna,
you?
some other
they're
fool?
trying to revive the series again. Because, I mean, like we just said,
Can't revive
the guy's
the
70
series.
years old.
Yeah.
So he has to pass the reins to a new Rambo. His child, perhaps.
Who is the new Rambo? There is no one these days who is
Yes.
as bodybuilder meathead out as
Right.
like an action star. Coming,
The
I
Rock.
mean,
Who is heir to the
Rock,
Guido
but-
throne?
Yeah, I don't want to see
But The
Ricky
Rock
Rock.
is like,
He's funny. He's
Yeah.
too funny. He's too cute.
Ooh.
He's too
He
nice.
can
The Rock.
he can do
He's too
comedy
funny, nice.
and-
Like,
True. Sylvester Stallone is all about how much can a man take before he has to fight back. Like all his movies are all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stoic character.
Yes.
you know who
Because
nobody.
he can't talk.
me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all his characters are stoic because he's not a good talker.
Well, you know who nobody
He's a
wants to see do a reboot is fucking Steven Seagal or
Oh, he'll
my
never be
boy
back.
Steven.
Boy, Steven Seagal.
Oh, we rip on Steven Seagal so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
He's given us so much material to work
which
with.
is great. I don't think you guys noticed. I was listening to what was it? Oh, I was listening to fucking Your Mom's House with Tom Segura and Christina Pazzinski, and they rip on fucking Steven Seagal all the time. And they brought up this fucking thing about him that I didn't know. He goes and does all of his interviews in Russia in a gi.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And
yeah.
like,
it's like a moo gi.
yeah,
He
and
wears
like
the-
he's just absolutely lost his mind, and he's known. He's been known on set from the
He's like a
80s
cultural ambassador now.
to
for
be
Russia.
like the biggest prick. I didn't know this, but he used to. The way he got his start was he was a personal trainer
Yes,
for a
he was
guy
a bodyguard
at
or
Paramount.
something, right? Yeah.
No, he was a personal trainer for some fucking executive who worked at Paramount, and then the guy from Paramount was like, "Oh, we're gonna make a fucking movie with you, bro. I like you." And Steven's like, "Yeah, let's just do this." And it's just like day
Well,
one
he
coming on
he
set.
stole his
everyone-
friend's story from above the line.
Yoram Globus and his brother or his cousin Manahem Golan
I don't
from Canon Films. They were the guys that made Steven Seagal and Sylvester Stallone and
They made
Jean-Claude Van Damme, and they're the reason
Well,
why
his first movie-
Chuck Norris even exists.
Right,
They're
no,
the
those
reason
guys
why-
made all those schlock movies. Yeah,
Really?
exactly.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
80s. Yeah, yeah.
And what's
Bloodsport.
what's these guys' names again? Who's this again?
Canon Films.
Yeah, Golan and Globus. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Golan and Globus.
Yeah, yeah. They made a lot of shitty movies. They made the
They made a lot of money off of those shitty movies.
into the ninja movies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All those movies
I
are
love
big
those two boys.
overseas.
Sho
though.
Kasugi.
Right?
Runaway Train, Bloodsport.
I loved all that shit, man. I loved all that shit.
Bloodsport was dope.
Yeah.
All those early Steven Seagal movies.
Oh man, the three word titles. Nice. I love that. Well, thank you.
Cobra.
That production.
Yes, Cobra.
company.
That really terrible. Oh my god.
Cobra was my shit.
That was Stallone.
Cobra
Cobretti.
was
Yeah, okay.
my
Let's just
shit.
take a fucking
Yo, with
word
the
and
car,
Italianize
nigga,
it.
the
And,
car
okay.
with the wet
Tough guy Nelly.
I loved it.
Do you, Albert? Do you watch WWE?
No. No, that's not.
This is a fighter here.
Riff-Raff is
I
there.
have nothing against WWE, man. Hey, dude, those guys take a lot of damage
It's
too.
just curious, you know.
Yeah, no. Like, I have a friend. Her name is, what's her name on the show? Sonia Deville, I think is her name. I don't know, but she's pretty big, man. I get DMs all the time saying like, "Oh my god, you're friends with her." They don't even care about me. They just so. But yeah, and she said it's rough, man. They really do slam each other during practice. They still get beat up.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that.
But
I
I
mean,
gotta
I
make
grew
it.
up doing stage combat, so it's just a more intense, serious version of
Yeah.
that. You know, it's like to a degree. But I was just wondering because there's like a lot. There's fighters now that are coming into acting roles after they get done fighting. Like you see, Ronda did it. I'm sure fucking
John Cena.
Cena. Oh, but he's
and he makes some pretty good
WWE.
movies,
The Rock
though.
is WWE. Yeah. But you know they're more inept to come into show business because WWE is more of that style. You're putting on a show, you know, it's a character, there's a storyline, it's all that kind of thing. Whereas like you know, Ronda is just came from being a shit talker and a fighter. You know, same thing with
But
our
sadly,
girl.
sadly, Ronda doesn't have much screen presence.
No.
doesn't.
But
Champ? Like,
What's that?
isn't she a champ?
I think she
What?
won the
Oh, for
belt.
WWE, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Quote unquote. One.
I mean, yeah, whatever. They took that just to ride that wave.
That's awesome.
But I mean, yeah, it's good for her. Yeah, raking the points. But I mean, I'd like to see more fighters do like men and women go into the more creative side of things. I love what Shab did. Shab's doing stand up now. I think that's fucking awesome because it's different and it's good.
That's true, dude. Albert, I've always told you should do like acting and stuff like that. You should have your manager send you out for
Dude.
like acting
Yes.
gigs and like
Yo,
holding
you know,
guns and shaking people down. You
shout
can do
out.
that easy, like no problem. And that's the thing what Devin's talking about, man. Everybody learns and who works in other disciplines, like musicians, all these other people. They're like, holy shit, I can make a lot of money and a lot less work acting. Because acting is just personality driven, right? So if you have some kind of personality or fan base or something like that, it's really easy for you to them to slap you into some acting role and people be like, I love that movie because I want to see this person.
Yeah, they'll throw you on Ballers or some Peter Berg movie or some random like.
Totally. Some
Well,
fucking,
you gotta give a shout out. I was gonna bring this up. Our girl Gina. You know Gina Carano?
Oh yeah, she's killing it.
So she,
Gotta love Gina.
we just did a film with her, Madness in the Method. Jason Muse's
she's in that?
directorial debut. She plays Jason Muse's wife
that's right.
in the movie, and she's fucking hilarious.
She's funny.
She's awesome. Yeah,
Did you meet her husband?
She can do her
I
own
did
stunts.
not. No,
Do you know his name is Kevin Ross? He's a freaking monster in Muay Thai, bro.
really.
Straight, look him up, bro. He's a
Kevin
beast.
Ross?
He should be doing some stuff like that, man. He's a killer, bro.
Not gonna lie, I'm just a little bit disappointed she's married, but no, but that's awesome. I see that transition with a lot of people though, and they can make that leap. I think you included, but I wish people would try that more because you know there's all these varying different personalities. Like Cowboy could be a fucking
totally.
actor. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like Cowboy could be an actor. I mean, I don't know if Nate could. Because
They should remake Lone Wolf McQuade with Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
That would be good, right? Yep.
I mean, that type of shit would be entertaining. I think it would just help the brand of the sport. I mean, there's not a lot of boxers that get into that, though.
It's gonna happen. I was just thinking about that, even with like professional, like what would you call them? Like NBA, basketball, football, those guys like that. They're not doing too many movies either.
Scott, I get it. We
They
get
don't
Terry
have much.
Crews.
A lot of those
and
guys don't
then-
have that much personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean that's
You got to
it's
be
harder.
somebody like Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan, yeah.
Michael Strahan.
But
But he got
there
into
isn't
like
much of that anymore.
commentating afterward, though. It wasn't like he didn't like he went from football to talking about football to like gradually easing
being
into
like-
it.
You got to
On a
be
talk
good.
show.
You got to be good enough for people to care about who you are first.
Right.
First and foremost.
Yeah.
And then you transition. You can't just
Or
do it.
they do Dancing with the Stars.
Like Pat
Yes.
McAfee.
They also have to bring the bear on every season.
Yo, dude, they have awesome footwork. That's why you see guys like OBJ and all those guys, like they'll kill that stuff. You know, why not do something that they're going to be really good at? You know what I mean?
There was a lot of, I grew up, my aunt owned a dance studio, so I grew up in a dance studio, taking a bunch of dance classes, and we'd have a bunch of pro athletes, like football players, come in and take lyrical and jazz and sometimes even ballerina to get
Footwork.
to get their footwork and their balance in, and to get their, not necessarily posture, but it's more about technique and just being light. Like, you do an hour of ballet and then you go run tires, you're not touching nothing. You're floating over that.
Fact.
You know,
You're doing
you
some
do some
crouching tiger
fucking
shit.
spins and pirouettes in the air while you're doing it or some shit. You know.
Twinkle toes.
So, all these things cross over, and that's what I was saying about personality-wise. You got to be a certain type of mentality to be a fighter. And you definitely need to be that type of mentality to be in these other creative disciplines. If you're gonna be a fucking rock star and play lead guitar and vocals in fucking AC/DC or something, you gotta have a certain brain wavelength, gotta go in as a competitive, ready to win, disciplined, also a little bit crazy as fuck, somebody selling insurance behind a desk is not gonna transition to stand-up comedy, but a fucking fighter could, those types of things.
True.
But again, not all fighters. Not all fighters have personality. It's really about personality and articulation. And you know who I was watching? Your boy Paul Felder. He was commentating. He's hilarious. He's commentating on stuff. He's fucking funny as fuck. Exactly. Yeah.
Something like Stylebender could possibly do something like that.
Absolutely.
But it's crazy because as you're saying that, and you talk about music and rock stars and stuff, I feel like fighters. Like when you're saying that, I don't know what I'm gonna do afterwards. I know obviously I'm gonna open an academy. I know my wife likes to cook and stuff, so we're gonna open a restaurant, that kind of stuff. I want to help out my country a little bit, my mom's country a little bit. But you start talking about music, and I feel like that would kind of I don't know how to play the guitar, but I would feel like that would kind of that kind of vibe. When I'm sparring, I'd be down to hear some hardcore music and stuff like that. So maybe I can learn how to play an instrument afterwards, and that could be a transition. So that's kind of the same thing, and you just pop that into my just now. It's crazy.
There you go, planting seeds.
There it is,
all over.
Planting seeds.
What do you got? What do you know about your opponent coming up here?
James Barnes.
I know he's 10-3, and his name is James Barnes.
Do you have any recon about fighting style? You told me today is the first I've ever heard of this dude. I know nothing about him.
No. He's more of a grappler. I think he trains out of, from what I haven't done too much research, but I have a good friend at the UFC gym. He's actually his teammate because I guess he fights for Cobrinha. He fights for Cobrinha. Yeah. Well, he's and I also found out he works at the other UFC gym, so that's going to be another cool little ticket seller.
UFC versus UFC gym.
Exactly, UFC gym Torrance versus UFC wherever he's from. I forgot, but he's from another UFC gym. But,
wherever the fuck.
It's all about Torrance, anyways. And
there you go.
But
South Bay.
And Corona's cool too. All right, so but he's a grappler. He's fought about 4 people that I know. He lost to all of them except one. And I know enough to beat him pretty much. Nice. There's really the main focus for this fight is just making sure that I'm 100% sharp, mentally focused. Everything's got to be on point, which it is.
Body's good, conditioning's good.
Yeah, man. I've gone through multiple injuries this camp, but I worked through them, and thanks to people like my Muay Thai coach, Dr. Park. South Bay Pain Docs in Redondo, Torrance. Those guys helped me get through all these injuries, man. And then my Turp House CBD, my wife's been rubbing me with Turp House CBD the whole freaking time. So all this stuff is, man, we took care of this camp the way I think a professional fighter should, and I'm really excited to go out there and knock this dude out.
Yeah.
Their fight is at 135.
Yeah, back at my weight class. My original opponent, I was supposed to be fighting at 150. It's funny. Yeah, because I'm a 35. I fight at 135. I walk around 155.
It's not fair.
Yeah, dude, but you get to eat.
I'm saying I weigh 150.
Oh, I feel.
And there's no if I anyways.
So they called me originally, and they're like, "Yo, man, we have an opponent." I'm like, "Cool, but you have to fight at 140." I was like, Who's the opponent? Boom. All right, cool. Let's do it. Yo, like literally like 2 days later. Yo, can you do 145? I was like, same opponent? Yeah, for sure.
Done.
And they come back again. They're like, yo, 150. I'm like, same opponent?
Get your
They're
shit
like,
together.
yeah. I'm like, dude, let's go. Like, what? Write the weight on the contract and let's go.
Just
like,
do
that's it, man.
Yeah. Right?
I said, yeah. The day that, I'm not even getting into detail, but he ended up pulling out. And then they immediately got me this new guy at my weight class. But I was so happy to fight at 150. I was so happy because
you
think
can eat
about
cheese doodles.
Like he can be as big as he wants, right? He could be once. I spar with people like man. I spar with some of the best people in the world, man. My boy Khalil Roundtree is 180. No, actually now he's a 205er. Like obviously he's not really sparring with me because he'd kill me, but we move around and he still hits hard, man. So we move around and he's fighting in Argentina this weekend. So
is he?
Yeah, he's gonna fight at the Buenos Aires card. He's gonna kill it. But yeah, I'm not really worried about that weight class. Like the height difference was definitely a plus. Like, and then I'm just really, really sharp right now, man. So I'm not really worried about who I'm fighting. I just want everything to make sense. But yeah, I wanted to eat because Thanksgiving is on the, is on the 22nd, and my fight is on the 24th. So the weigh-ins are the day after Thanksgiving.
Albert, do you have a pre-fight ritual? Is there anything that you do right before the fight to get your mind right, get ready to go kill some motherfucker?
I used to, and I'm bringing it back. When my whole amateur career, majority of my pro career, till I got to the UFC, I would like go to sleep listening to a bunch of motivational speeches, just constantly. Like I have my set playlist, but then after a while, it just ends up going into whatever the links that it takes it through, right? So it just shuffles through, and then I just end up going to sleep to that stuff. And I listen to it all the way throughout all the way till I get to the fight. Once I get to get into the check-in, I'm in my clothes and all that stuff is just I like to take a nap and then just get into break a sweat and start hitting mitts and just getting myself mentally right, man. And another thing that I do, which is pre-fight, is I never the second I see my opponent, I stare into his eyes and I don't stop looking the whole time.
Little mad dog.
Mad dog to the fullest, bro. And I do it all the way. I do it all the way to the freaking fight. So the weigh-ins, the second we start seeing each other, like even if we haven't even said anything, like he's all the way over there. I'm like,
you got eyes on.
It's almost weird in a way. I don't know where I developed it from, but I just started doing it.
Hey, I would be weirded out, bro.
It's freaky, bro.
I think he's looking at you.
This was the last time I did it, but I remembered. It was at my first UFC fight, and because we were out of state, we were in Texas. So my opponent is walking, and I see him upstairs, and I look at him, and I'm looking at him through a window, bro, and he's looking at me, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
Like trying to laser beam eye him.
Yeah, bro. But like the way I stopped doing it after that fight because I got a draw, and it was like it messed me up. So, but I'm bringing it back. So, but I just know
rituals are good.
Yeah, bro. When I'm in the cage, if you watch any of my older fights, my whole thing is I'm looking at the person the whole time. Doesn't matter what he's doing. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. My face stays at him the whole time. And so every time he looks away, I know that he broke.
Yeah.
So and then guess what? When he looks away, I'm still looking at him. And so every single time he starts to look away all the time, like every second at that point. And then I'm just looking at him. I'm still there. No matter what, I'm still there. And then when that bell rings, I just go right and then I smack you in your face. Nice. And that's just how it goes.
The chain comes up and it's
I stopped doing that. And that's coming back this fight. That's why it's gonna be a fun night.
There you go.
Yeah,
hey,
baby.
why don't right now to give your opponent a little taste? Why don't you go into the camera and start a me mug? Give him a little taste. Give him a little taste.
That's
well done,
fight, brother.
Well done. I know. Well done. Is there things over, I don't know, the past couple of years that you've been fighting that you said, oh, I see this in my fighting now, let me adjust and let me fix it and let me do better? Like, what are some of those examples that in the past you've been like, maybe I can tune this up a little bit more, and you did it and then it helped you out? Like, maybe this is just longevity. I'm just wondering, like, because you've been in the game 6 years, man. That's a long time to learn. You know, you got some wisdom, more so than a lot of other people. And I think that, like, an up-and-coming fighter, if there's, like, something they could take away, be like, yo, check this happened to me. Dude, you know, I don't know. Is there anything like that?
Constantly, man. It's just all about growth, like in anything, but especially in martial arts. Like if you stick at it, like if you continuously go every day, or if you continuously go, even if it's once a week, it might take longer, but if you just keep it up, you're always going to learn something. And it's crazy because I find myself learning stuff that I learned like when I first started, like relearning all the stuff that I used to work on and making that better, because at the end of the day, you find out that like the foundation is everything. If you have a soft foundation, you're gonna crumble.
Yeah.
And so, it's just crazy how just constantly learning, but it always reverts back to the basics, which makes it better.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Andre always says, our professor always says that the person who has the chance to beat like a super high level, crazy modern jiu-jitsu person is someone that has really awesome fundamentals and basics.
It's the hardest thing to do.
Exactly. And that's almost in everything, right? Exactly.
Every hardest thing to do. That's why I like the Gracie Academy. Those guys don't compete, but when it comes to a fight, their foundation is so strong, and it performs perfectly for fights, for MMA fights.
Was he like the longest reigning champion or anything like that?
No.
Or anything?
He was just the first to win it.
Just the first? Okay. Because I remember he was kicking everybody. As big dudes, little dudes, skinny dudes, fat dudes.
That was during the time when we were talking about like martial art versus martial art. Like it was like all these guys. Now everybody has.
Does a little bit of everything. Yeah.
But it's funny though. I mean, it's like style versus style. It's hard to differentiate style from the person and the artist, right? Because I mean, if you train LeBron James to do fucking Muay Thai, and you had him doing...
That would be scary.
That would be super scary.
Dude, there's some humans that should not have training.
Right, exactly.
For the safety of the rest of us.
I think it's like the mentality, dude, that someone is born with. Like LeBron, like if LeBron James wanted to do MMA, he'd be a monster.
Oh my god, dude, he'd be tapping.
Can you imagine
if he
LeBron?
just jiu-jitsu, he'd be tapping out black belts in like a year.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
He could stand up and box with the Klitschko's.
Yeah,
He's 6'8", 250.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He'd be a monster, right?
Vladimir.
But he'd have to want to do that.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I don't even like getting punched in the face.
I
bro.
wouldn't want to step into the
That's
ring.
one of the things
Like,
about Brock. Brock never liked it that much. Brock.
Nobody does.
Yeah, and when
Nobody
Brock was always
does.
like, "Ow, fuck!" Oh, Jesus.
There's just like
I'm sorry.
That would be me.
I don't think anybody likes to get punched in the face, but there's just something that's just like keep going. You know what I mean? Like there's something about winning. Like I feel like fighting is dope because it's the ones. Well, now there's tennis and stuff like that. But I mean, no, tennis is awesome.
It's almost the same. Yeah.
Tennis is awesome. No, I mean what I'm talking about is like it's a one-on-one sport.
right,
You don't
okay.
depend on anybody. If you lose, it was because
No one to
you
blame. Yeah.
missed out on those sprints, or if you freaking didn't go to jiu-jitsu class. Like that's why I love fighting.
Right.
And it's a whole bunch of things too, man.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
awesome.
you can't be really out of touch with yourself and be a fighter. You have to be very honest with yourself on many levels because you can't.
If you want to be a champion,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of fighters, even in the UFC, in the highest level, that think they're fighters and they're not fighters.
Takes a lot of mental fortitude to keep going back.
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite style you like to just train on and casually? Like, let's say, like, 20, 30 years down the road, you're obviously not going to be in the octagon anymore, at least I'd hope.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, like, do you have something like I like to go hit mitts. Oh, I like to go roll. Oh, I like to, just go do cardio or lift. Or what is it? Jiu-jitsu?
Hands down. Hands down. But I've thought about oh shit. My bad, Dad. I've thought about that recently too, because now I'm kind of finding myself loving all of it. But jiu-jitsu is definitely for life, man. I got it tattooed on my hands. I want to be a Carlson Gracie Bulldog for life. I say MMA is just my job. Jiu-jitsu is for the rest of my life.
Word.
There you go. Well, is there anything you'd like to say about your upcoming fight? You want to give shout outs? You want to let the people know where to find you? Anything like that? You got any
tickets,
words for
anything?
your fucking opponent? Like, what do you want? What do you got, man? Let's close this down because I want to get to having some fun after hours with our sponsor here. By the way, everyone shout out to Dipstick Vapes and the Dipper, where you can load all your cannabis and CBD products into and vaporize. So go to dipstickvape.com. shameless plug. I know. No, but before we wrap out, seriously, Albert, thank you for being here. But go ahead, look into the camera, tell everybody where to find you, what you want to say. You got a new fight coming up, November 24th, fucking Los Angeles Forum.
Yeah, at the Forum.
Golden Boy Promotions, Golden Boy MMA. Albert, what do you got to say, brother?
That was a really dope intro. Thank you. But I just want to say nothing to my opponent, man. Just be there, please. Just be there. I respect you for taking the fight. Thank you, and just be there. Sponsors, man. That's the biggest. Oh, can I shout out my sponsors?
Absolutely, please.
Cool.
We'll throw links in the description of the video too.
Awesome. I have 3, right? So I have Terp. Well, I'm not going to say that because we're going to be.
No, say whatever.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Terp House CBD, they've been helping me out tremendously, man. I feel like I wouldn't have got over many of my injuries because of that. Like this fight is going down because of you guys.
So that's a CBD product,
cream, like right?
Yeah.
All right, so this is just a device
That where you can smoke it out of and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
this they don't make product. They're just the device to consume.
Just making sure you know what I mean. Don't want.
Yeah, no, and it wouldn't matter regardless. You know, we'll yeah, bro, it's us.
Right. For sure,
Come on,
for
we
sure.
got you.
No Reason, producer of all Warrior gear. They got a bunch of dope gear, man. Just always remember what your reason is if you guys are watching this podcast, right? And that's what the message of the whole thing. And Team Warrior. What else do I got? Oh, and Macro Life Naturals. Those guys just hooked me up, man. And honestly, they're making this weight drop off like butter, bro. I'm on a 3-day cleanse, or I was on a 3-day cleanse, and I've lost about 5 pounds in like 3 days.
So what is that exactly? It's like a supplement for cleansing?
No. It's actually it's just all the essential greens that you need on a daily basis. It's just a green powder, right? But they make greens, they make reds, they make vegan and non-vegan protein, and it's like all clean, all good stuff, man. They're out here, and I think they're in Santa Monica. And I reached out to them because I felt like I wasn't eating enough greens in my diet, and I can't stand eating. I don't care. I don't like some salads. I have to be in the mood for a salad, but I need I need all my greens. I felt like I was lacking something, so I asked them, and they were more than happy.
Fuck salads, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
fucking leaves.
Yeah.
Hard.
Rapid
So I can
food.
just drink it, bro. I can just chug it, man. I've chugged
Don't look at me
worse
like
things
that.
in a bar, so I can handle that stuff. Yeah, and those are my 3 main sponsors for Want versus Need, always. And then also tickets. That's the big thing, right? I want to talk about tickets for the
Sell
fight.
it.
Yeah.
Sell it, right? The biggest thing is I'm trying to bring on everybody part of Team Warrior. Team Warrior is everything to me, man. It's not me, it's our whole squad. And so the way I'm doing this, I want new people coming in as well. So for anybody that buys a ticket, and the tickets go from 56, 106, and 156, I'm going to be doing a free seminar. Or so you buy a ticket, get the seminar, or buy a seminar, get a ticket. We're gonna open up Black House, which is a private gym, my gym,
Black House.
and I'll be teaching a seminar, and you guys can be a part of Team Warrior, man. We're gonna sell gear, and also my wife's gonna be cooking. My wife is Joyful Mommy on Instagram, and she makes bomb food and she helps me. She's done meal prep, so if you guys want
Meal preps and ready to
check
go
her out.
meals, right? Yeah,
she's
exactly.
dope.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be cooking tacos, and that's her main thing. Like, she loves the meal prep stuff, but she likes making good food. So she's gonna be making tacos, and like I said, you're gonna get it's gonna be dope. We're gonna open the gates to Jurassic Park, which is Black House, somewhere that not a lot of people get to go see. So
For real, dude. Yeah,
if you guys want to check that out, hit
Look,
me up.
LA, come out, show some love. Yo, we got fucking Thanksgiving weekend. That weekend, you in town, you ain't doing shit. You're angry at your family. You're talking politics. You want to get out your rage. Go to the forum and watch some fighters do it for you.
yes.
There ain't no reason to cause an argument across the dinner table. Vent it through others. Anyways,
Let other
go
people
wa-
punch
go-
each other in the face for you.
Go watch Albert triumph. All right, Albert, thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you.
Bert, why don't you? We'll go around the circle. Plug us out, brother. What are you plugging? What show are you here to promote?
I'm always here to promote the Fight Dub, baby, because everyone knows the first rule of Fight Dub, which is everybody talks about Fight Dub. All right.
What's the second rule of Fight Dub?
Everybody talks about Fight Dub. So get ready for some more Fight Dub. Albert, you are our first guest. We love you, man. We're going to have you back on right after the fight. And we got more dub in the can and up and coming. Is that right, Dev?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, oh, yeah. No, of course, we got
Carl, by the way, way, for all of you listening, Carl was literally just spinning in his chair. Oh, it's on me now.
A Homer Simpson moment.
But of course, Mr. CD Enforcer. Always check out the Ding Dong Show at the Comedy Store on Mondays at 10 o'clock. Also on YouTube. Check out GT's Comedy Jam. We do 2 comedy shows a month. Always doing that at great places like wherever the fuck they're at. And also check out on Netflix we got what's that movie called?
The Clapper?
Oh yeah, we got The Clapper. The Clapper. I'm in that with Mickey Gooch and all the great talent that we got. We also got Office Uprising where we're doing the zombie thing. And coming out in several months, we got a great movie, which I forget what it's called. I don't know. I think my weed is really kicking in right now.
You're just spinning in your chair.
Just kind of messy. Anyway, Cross Wars 3. See that shit with Danny Trejo, Brian Austin Green, and Juhan Jones, and me getting killed, baby.
He remembered.
Yeah.
And the ladies to my left.
Hey guys, it's Gabby Shake. You can follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to watch Hermione Granger and the Quarter Life Crisis on YouTube, and check out the Princess Collective series on Instagram.
Hi, it's Casey.
Hi, Casey.
You can follow me at Casey Persich on Instagram. That is KASEYPERCICH. It's like you're itching your handbag.
Perfect. She's here too. You can follow me on Instagram at TMcD with 2 underscores. Devin's already got 1 foot out the door.
I can go Sailor_Dev. But more importantly,
BJJ Daddy. Sorry.
There you go. Go, all the links in the description, obviously. So, by the way, you guys can go to our website and see all of our other shows. Obviously, we got Fight Up there, but we just got Film History, the history of film. We just did our Reefer Madness episode, so enjoy that funkiness for Halloween that just passed. But also, we got the Mix and Serve. So, that's going to be plugging away up there. And if you want clips or you want to see the video of us in this lovely studio, big shout out to Dash here and the lovely Ground Zero here in Hollywood. You can go to our YouTube page, and we got all the clips. We got behind the scenes. We got the goods. So, subscribe, follow us, and if you don't, then whatever.
Download Dash Talk X.
Yep, Dash Talk X. Shout out. I mean, obviously you're listening to it here, but we love our Dash channel.
Hopefully.
We got you! Skitbags Radio! We're out.
Skitbags Radio.